us a sense of the kind of export numbers you're expecting for the year. Is that pace of 60% growth sustainable going forward?
Well, we recognize that the super cycle of the commodity pricing had helped Indonesia in the last 3-4 months, and we are on the way for record breaking. Our quality imports number also going up very well, and we had a surplus of about 27 billion last year, and we are going to break that probably by the end of this year in 2021 as well.
A lot of challenges, though, Minister. We have logistics costs, we have that congestion at the China port. How are you overcoming those challenges?
Well, logistics has been mind-boggling for everyone in the world right now. We are also working very closely with the international capability of making sure that impeding trades, especially for logistics, will be one of our issues that needs to be taken care of as soon as possible. And Indonesia is looking forward that we are gaining a lot of momentum with the commodity pricing, and we are very confident that we are working on the right track.
But how do you deal with different countries dealing with different kind of areas of the pandemic, I guess you say, or different levels of the pandemic? Indonesia, a commodity giant, relies on India for exports of coal, also imports of rice and sugar. Are you dealing with any problems with India at the moment?
Right now, my trade surplus with India is close to $2 billion, which is also almost a record-breaking this year. And we have not seen this maybe in the last 10 years or so. So although we have some problems, with countries that have not have a very comprehensive vaccinations program. But right now, our trade numbers are doing very well. We are also looking at very strong numbers in China. Our deficit with China last year was half because of one commodity, that is stainless steel, and the growth right now is more than 61% in the first quarter of this year for stainless steel. So we see evolving also from a commodity pricing, also for industrial goods, industrial with high technology as well, such as automotive right now, dominating our export.
The government has also allowed Bulog, the state-owned food company, to import rice as stockpiles are below certain levels right now. Is the country importing rice this year? If so, how much and from where?
Well, right now, we had a very good harvest period between the month of March to May this year. Our prediction, we are going to be better than last year. And last year, we have no import for rice whatsoever. And we're expecting no imports of rice as well this year. So harvest has been really, really good. And this is a slight upward notch from last year. So I'm not expecting to import of rice anytime soon in the near future.
Minister, a lot of murmurs on the ground that perhaps Indonesia may be revising that levy on palm oil exports to boost palm oil exports. What's your take on that? Is it happening? When can we expect that?
Well, we have two tiers of levy, not tax, but of levy to develop our B30 as well commitment, and also for levy for downstreaming of the industry. We are doing it. We're gonna come with new regulations within days, and hopefully this is to boost our export downstreaming, as well as for our commitment to do our bio 30 commitment in the country as well.
Why are you changing it now, Minister? And what kind of impact do you think that will have on export? How much of a boost will you see?
We'll see about a 9 to 10% growth this year in terms of tonnage of our CPO and CPO derivatives, and this is will be good because at the same time the commitment of Bio 30, Indonesia probably one of the most committed country to make sure that the sustainability from our edible oils and edible energies.
Minister, you mentioned that no imports of rice anytime soon. It seems like the country that was importing white sugar this year to fulfill that deficit in production. Do you see that happening also next year?
No, for sugar, it's a different story. We've been importing for quite a bit, and because of our consumptions in the country is also rising. So we are expecting to have the same number of imports for sugar this year compared to last year, and probably a small growth for next year, probably close to 3%, but no more. And we are also restructuring our sugar industry in the country to make sure that we can accommodate the further development of the country consumptions as well.
Minister, cryptocurrencies have been front and center, and we know that Indonesia is considering a bourse for crypto assets. Is there any update on that?
Well, we are committed that we are going to do the crypto bourse soon. Probably it will be on the running before the end of the year. I'm preparing all the regulations right now and all the ecosystem for the bourse as well. And hopefully Indonesia probably one of the first in the region to do so. And I'm expecting that to be running and running well by the end of the year.
Before we let you go, Minister, what do you see as the biggest risks for Indonesian trade this year?
Well, my biggest risk right now is vaccine. So if we cannot cut this, the chain of infections of this COVID-19, Indonesia as well as the destinations for Indonesia's export may be impeded. So this is something, the challenge that Indonesia is still doing. We are having already in the country about 105 million doses right now. So that will transpire to about 50 million people can be vaccinated. And we need right now about 181.5 million people to be vaccinated in order to get herd immunity. We are going to reach about 30% before the end of August, and hopefully we can have everyone vaccinated by the end of first quarter next year. Hopefully that the surrounding countries in ASEAN will have to do the same responsibility to vaccinate everyone because there's no vaccinations until everyone is vaccinated. This is my biggest challenge, and hopefully the world can have world mitigations in order to have everyone vaccinated.